Hello everybody! In today's tutorial I will show you how to turn this list, which is scrollable, into a list with this first row fixed. So this will be the result. For this example I've already prepared the HTML. It's basically an unordered list with a few list items. And I also prepared a CSS file where we can see the rules for the list, like width and height. Here we set the scroll bar, which you can see right here. Then we have some CSS rules for each row. There is nothing special, we only change the type of the cursor, set padding and list style so there is no bullet in front of each row, and each row has also a slight blue border. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, if we want to do this, I will copy the whole unordered list so that you will be able to see both examples on the same page. Then let's change the ID of the second unordered list so that we can write separate CSS for them. And I'll also add a class for this first row. It will be called first row. And let's get back to this example. The whole idea is to divide this second list into two groups. One group or one list item will consist of only this first row, and the other list item will be a group of the other rows and will be scrollable. That's why I will add one more list item here with a class second row. Inside we will add another unordered list, and inside this unordered list I will copy all the other list items. So the second unordered list is actually this one. Let's add a few more lines here. So this is the whole list 2 with two list items, one first row, one second row, and the second row also consists of one more unordered list. Okay, we are ready to start styling. First of all, let's maybe move these items to the left, which is very easy. We just need to add list 2 and UL, which is the child unordered list, and padding left will be 0. Okay, it's the same now. Another step will be that this first row will get an absolute position, so it won't be moving. So list 2, first row will get a position absolute, and also top property will be set to 0, so it will be on top. It has moved right to the top of the page, but we want it to be as the first row in this list. And the reason why this happened is because the absolute position is calculated from the closest parent element, which has either absolute or relative position. So to fix this, we'll set a relative position to the list. Now it's back. As you can see, the text here, or actually the element, is on top of each other, so the second list item in this unordered list has to be moved down, which can be done if we write list 2, second row. If we want it to move down, we can write position relative, because we want it to move relatively to its current position. And we want to move it by 30 pixels, which is exactly the height of each list item. Now it looks like this. And we can now move this scroll bar only to this part, starting at row 1. The scroll bar is currently on the whole wrapping list, and if we want to remove it from there, it's done by writing an overflow Y CSS rule, which is the vertical scroll bar, and the property value is called visible. Now we can see the whole list, and it's of course not scrollable. We can now add the scroll bar to the second row, so this will be also overflow Y property, and this time it will get scroll value. Of course nothing happened right now because we didn't set the height of this second row. And in this case it will be 170 pixels, because 170 pixels plus 30 pixels is exactly 200 pixels, which is the height of the whole unordered list. I mean this list. And now, as you can see, we are almost done. But this first row doesn't occupy the whole width, so we can change it by setting the width property to 100%. And the right border is after the unordered list. That's because of the padding. You can see it right here. But if we change the box sizing property to border box, it's fixed. So this is what has to be done. Border box value means that the padding is included in the total width. And to make it even prettier, we can add bottom border right here, which can be done by border bottom style solid. And that's all. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also visit my site, where I have an online course and a blog with more tutorials. The address is right below this video. On the page you can also subscribe to my newsletter and be among the first people to know when I add some more tutorials. See you later!